What's up, everybody? I'm back, and I'm continuing to go over what was being printed in the press at the time of Steven Avery and Brenden Dassey's arrest and what was being printed at the time their trial was going on, and I will also be covering everything that happened post-trial as well. The first article from today is from April 6, 2007, and it is from the Madison Capital Times. The headline is, "Psychologist Can Testify for Nephew." A judge decided Thursday that a psychologist can testify about Brenden Dassey's susceptibility to giving false confessions when the teenager goes on trial this month in the murder of photographer Teresa Halbach. Dassey was charged after he reportedly confessed to joining Avery in raping 25-year-old photographer and then killing her and burning her body near the family's auto salvage yard. Dassey later recanted his confession in a letter to the judge and refused to testify against his uncle at trial. Circuit Court Judge Jerome Fox and the prosecution viewed a 3-hour recording, March 26, of the expected testimony of a psychologist who watched Brenden Dassey's police video recordings of his reported confession. Defense attorney for Brenden Dassey stated that the psychologist's testimony is central to the case. The next article is from April 11th, 2007, and the headline is "Murder Trial of Avery's Nephew to Start Thursday." This is from the Madison, Wisconsin State Journal. Nearly a month after a man who spent almost half his life in prison for a crime he didn't commit was convicted of murder, his nephew goes on trial Thursday with the teen's reported confession in question. Law enforcement officials recorded 3 of Dassey's statements, but he later recanted his confession in a letter to the judge and refused to testify against his uncle. The next article is from April 13th, 2007, and is from the Madison, Wisconsin State Journal. The headline is, "Call okayed as murder evidence." A telephone call a 17-year-old made to his mother after he allegedly confessed to raping and killing a photographer will be used at trial. Manitowoc County Judge Jerome Fox ruled Thursday that information from Brenden Dassey's telephone call can be used. Dassey's attorneys tried to keep the phone call to his mother out of trial, saying he made the call at the direction of police who taped it. Fox said Dassey did not have to make the call and he knew it was being recorded. The judge had not yet ruled on whether several other recordings of Dassey's calls will be allowed at trial. The next article is from April 14th, 2007, from the Madison, Wisconsin State Journal. Brenden Dassey jury called educated and fair. Attorneys described the jury of 12 women and 4 men chosen Friday for Brenden Dassey's murder trial as educated and fair, also diverse. Jury was chosen in Dane County and will move to Manitowoc County where members will be sequestered for Dassey's 2-week trial. Opening arguments are set for Monday. The 16 jurors were chosen from a pool of 30. Special prosecutor Ken Kratz and Dassey's lawyer said they didn't think about the fact that there were more women on the jury than men until after it was chosen. "I don't think that male versus female is an issue in this case. I think they will give both sides an equal shake. We want to be on equal footing with the state." Ken Kratz described the jury as highly educated, with several members who have advanced degrees. A UW-Madison nursing student has expressed concern about missing her final exams in a month, but Kratz said that was not an issue. Jury service sometimes creates an inconvenience. Dassey's lawyer stated Brenden Dassey is anxious and nervous about the upcoming trial, and when asked about his client's lack of involvement in jury selection, the lawyer said Dassey is immature for his age and seems like a 13 or 14-year-old. He is not your typical 17-year-old. He said he has a lower maturity level. He doesn't always grasp legal concepts. Final article from today is from March 25th, 2007, and it's from the Madison, Wisconsin State Journal, and the headline is, "Cost of Avery Trial May Top $200,000. The tab for the Steven Avery murder trial is still being calculated, but county officials estimate the cost of the proceedings to be at $200,000 or more. The Wisconsin State Parole spent $121,207 to provide security in and around the courtroom, and the Calumet County Sheriff's Department paid about $73,000 for security and administration's cost, department officials have said. The state parole figure includes regular duty time, overtime, meals, and travel, and expenses. Sheriff Jerry Pagel said his costs included regular and overtime fees for deputies and investigators assigned to the trial, dispatchers who monitor security cameras, and custodians who protect the evidence. A jury of 6 men and 6 women deliberated for 3 days before finding Avery, 44, guilty. Avery drew statewide sympathy in 2003 when he was released from prison after 18 years for a crime he didn't commit. Even though the case was moved, Manitowoc County is still responsible for most of the trial's costs, including $73,000 for Pagel's deputies. Well, we're getting up to Brenden Dassey's trial now. What do you think of the articles from today? What do you think of what was going on in the trial at this particular time? We are currently between Steven Avery's trial and Brenden Dassey's trial. Let me know. Leave some comments below. I hope you're having a good day, and I will see you again soon.